This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 149. Think, Don't React, Part 1. On Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Did you know that there are success patterns to help you receive more? Help you live a better and extraordinary life right now? Well, I'm Jimi Hendrix. Success, confidence, and thrive coach. Self-published author. I wish I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I wish to give you these success principles. Let's go. Fall 1997. I'm setting the stage. My classes that fall were as follows: judicial processes, comparative foreign policy, and principles of advertising. Now, I did have a social problems class, but I'll be honest with you, that's too reactive a major for me. And I was advised by a friend mentor of mine at the time. His name is Richard Davison. Okay, that's a pseudonym, because there's some things that he did, unintentionally, but in a way that made sense. But because of some reactive parts of the story, I'm giving him this pseudonym. Richard Davison taught me something. He and Bruce McGraw, and to some extent, George Moore. Because you see, here's the thing. There's one thing that they noticed that could possibly tear my marriage apart, and that was the reality that I was reacting. I wasn't thinking. And so, I really heard about that back in 1997 through listening to these men. It was especially honed in by Davison, but it was also taught by Bruce McGraw. He'd always say, Jimmy, you need to be careful what kind of news you consume, because it can always come at a price. And I thought that the man, stupidly me, I thought that the man was out of touch. But I'm just going to be as bluntly honest with you as I can. You cannot be reactive and in touch. Thinking requires you to be present with your success. And I know that's really and truthfully, that's been a problem with me. I felt really between September and December 1997, I felt a whole plethora of emotions. Our marriage, for the most part, was starting to heal. But that doesn't mean that anything really changes. Because in some ways I was reacting. But then I started paying close attention to Murchison in the business meetings, and well, really and truthfully, his process was more think, not react. And so, to be honest with you, I know that this is not easy. To wait until you can make the right choices, when our reactive culture is like saying, hurry now, hurry now. But sometimes it takes a process of waiting and a process of being content. And for a time after that 9-month depression, I was. And to tell you the truth, it drove my ex-wife crazy. It drove her up a tree. She's like, I don't understand you. And sometimes the way you act, I can't stand you. But because we love each other now. So, that's all that matters. The thing is, if you're trying to carry yourself through your business success and your personal development, you have to realize that you need to react. But to think, not react. So, see, that's all our reactive culture wants you to do. React. And you know what? You're not going to win that. You're only going to win if you put up that red flag that's proactive, saying, I'm going to think my way through this stuff that's happened to me, this gunk that's happened to me, and I'm going to take some action. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys think about that, but it is something to consider. Reactivity is one of the hugest problems in our culture. Last night I went to see my best friend, and he was kind of, tripping a little bit because of his Delta variant, people talking, I just call it the Delta virus. People talking about people dying and everything, and I'm sensitive, don't get me wrong, but let's face it, reacting all the time is not going to help you have your success, and it's not going to solve your problems. Look, I'll be honest with you. I've fallen short. I've fallen short in my own content. And that makes me your success, confidence, and thrive coach human. But in many ways, though, that's still no excuse. I'm supposed to practice my content and not react. But you see, unfortunately, the society wants you to react. They want you all over the place like a springboard. Jump high here, jump high there. Please. I'll be honest with you. Our problems with our reactive culture, it's huge. And it's creeping up on us. And we can do better. And we can be better. If we learn how to be proactive. We'd be reactive, we're just flying by the skin of our teeth, and we're lucky if we are winning at anything. But in all honesty, in all fairness, I know who wants us to react. I know who wants us to react. It's the enemy of our souls. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Reactivity is a pestilence on our families and our societies. And I've seen it. We've raised a society of people now because of technology and because of the reactive culture that prefers to react and not think. And all that vitriolic, drama-filled reactivity, what does it do? What does it do for you? Absolutely nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing. You get nothing in return. Nothing. Because the enemy of your soul wants to knock you down. He wants to knock you down. It's best to be proactive. To say to our reactive culture, Not this time. I'm going up. I'm leaving you and your reactive and drama-filled and vitriolic and angry people behind. I can't do this no more. You know, I'll be honest with you. Podcasting is like therapy to me. And to be reactive is to be a huge problem. Some things went wrong this weekend. I'm not going to go in particular. But I felt isolated. And I started getting all vitriolic and angry. And I was like, well, how do I deal with it? But then this morning I was listening to Kurt Duncan, sorry. Crazy name, not thinking straight. Kurt Duncan. Get your head in the game, Jimmy. Let's listen to Kurt Duncan. And he was talking about how we need to react. That we need to think, not react. See, the reactive culture, it gets ingrained in you. Unless you step in and say, hey, no more. I'm not receiving this in my spirit. Start listening to positive. If you feel stuck in a web of reactivity, start listening to positive content. Start being involved in positive content. Maybe less of the news. Less of the news. That way you can, well, truthfully, you can find more peace and more proactivity than you've ever known. And you know, that's one thing my friend Keith was trying to teach me. Is to think, not react. But society wants you to react. Society wants you to follow what they want you to follow at the expense of principles and values. Hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of Citizenry of Pattern Realm. Please share this with Mama Son, Papa Son, and everyone. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can do what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Choose and pursue happiness. And God bless you.